I know this cloud stuff has confused people quite a lot. The last 25 years it's confused people, let alone the last 2.5 years in this room. The reality is the stuff that I talk about cloud-wise is on the periphery of where I've really been putting my life passion for the last 25 years. And it's in the web. The reason I haven't talked about it is clearly because we had someone else in the room. But I want to introduce you to my latest brand launch venture, Super Web Guys, designed to save the day. Does what it says on the tin. For the last 25 years, we have been making websites that make a difference. I hope to show you some of the things we've done, some of them not so pretty, and I hope to show you that in many cases, function wins over form. A proposition online is better than no proposition or a pretty proposition that's 6 months late. The beauty of the internet is that it is a continually moving piece, and it allows us to evolve ideas. And I urge everyone not to delay. If you've got an idea, put it up online. This is what it's all about. The coming soon. The worst piece of web masonry ever tells people you're not ready, you're not out of the box, you've still got stuff to do. It's abomination. It's better not to have anything than to have the under construction sign. And what I urge everyone is, if you see a coming soon, a under maintenance, under construction, this page isn't quite finished yet, please get these guys to give me a call because we can help them. This is the scourge of businesses. It's development houses, developers, people who don't know how to take their site out of that limbo state. And this is what I really am driven to solve for everyone. Really, it's not letting yourself down by having your proposition not being properly represented online. And as I said, we can help in all these respects. Now, there's a lot of factors to web design. Web design, web development, takes together lots of different skills, specialties. The whole idea of the Super Web Guys concept for public consumption is that we are a collective, a power team. The designers in the room, Simon, the marketeers in the room, Al, the social media experts, the database designers, the support guys, all go to make a web project work, and we know how to orchestrate the right skills, the right specialists at the right time, and collate all of these materials, focus the client to put their message up online. And that's really what it comes to. It's distilling all of these elements, coordinating them together and putting them up in a framework which looks good. Now, over the years, I've worked on quite a few high-profile brands, either bringing them online or making sure that they stay online. And I'm happy and very proud of some of the clients that we've worked with. I just wanted to show you this because I kind of forget about this picture that I've left here sitting around. This was 1997 when we opened the RAF Museum's website. We had Prince Philip come along and he sat there for 5 minutes while, unfortunately, the website that was about to launch crashed. It was very old technology. It was a flash movie. We had to wait for it to download again. And he stayed around and he chatted to me for 5 minutes while this thing downloaded on a 14.4 kilobit modem. Back in the day, we were dealing with some serious projects and serious companies. We had KPMG, and I will just show you a project that we worked on for them back in early '98. Came to us to help them develop a proof of concept for a content management system. The significance of what we do around content is well, hopefully I'll show you with some of the projects that we've worked on. Now, I've gone back to something called the Wayback Machine. And the Wayback Machine is available to all of you. In fact, someone asked me this morning, Jeremy, archive.org or Google Wayback Machine. And you'll be able to find reference websites or how sites were 25 years ago. This was the first website I ever built. This was, and I don't know who in the room remembers football pools, the football pools results being read out on a Saturday afternoon. Well, this was my first job. My first salaried job was working in the football pools, and I was a marketing exec, and my job was to find new markets for the pools. The industry was in decline, the National Lottery was just coming in. It was a dying business, but it was a paper-based business. Coupons that had to be collected, distributed, taken back, scanned, and then they had to be checked. 1995, I realised there was this thing called the internet, and a paper-based form I realised could be put online and we could get access to markets we couldn't physically get to. America, Japan, France all had their local their national lottery laws. They wouldn't allow these pieces of paper, but we put this site up. I was given a project to go away and solve the task of getting online. 1995, it was a nightmare. It took 6 months to do. I had to find 7 or 8 different suppliers, orchestrate the whole thing. And as a client, the frustration was huge. I sat there waiting for changes to be made by the designers, by the developers. 2 weeks later, things like the company address was wrong. And this is what really kind of burned me at the end of this project, is how do I solve these problems for people so they don't have to be at the mercy of waiting for changes. So after the end of that project and it came live, I went away and I solved that problem. We found a solution to interact with databases. This was a concept site we built for KPMG. We went on to host their website for the next 18 years after that. And this allowed the internet managers to be able to copy and paste content into their website. Now, what's significant about this particular date that I've picked, this is a snapshot from 2003. Still accessible, still available online, pages still work. But what's significant about 2003 is that WordPress was created in 2003. We'd already developed this 6 years beforehand. And of course, when we look at websites today, the other factor we've got to take into consideration is mobility. And today, we do have slight challenges. In some of the old pages that were designed, they weren't designed with mobility. Mobiles didn't exist in these days, but some of these pages still work. This is a very significant web page, and I made a point about form over function. This is probably the worst looking web page in the world, but I promise you, this page has broken Guinness World Records. £30 million was taken off this page in one day for the tsunami appeal campaign. This was at the forefront of the DEC's campaign. We were hosting the website in 2004 when the tsunami struck. Boxing Day, we had to bring in all the developers. We had to change and optimize the site to deal with what was going to be clearly a global phenomenon. We had to move the website. It was being hosted in our office in Finchley down to Docklands. We had to optimize the website so that it was going to be able to deal with the global media campaign that ensued. And of course, we were very proud to be part of it, to keep the show running. We didn't anticipate that it was going to be as big as it was. But these are the kind of sites that we've worked on to make sure that when your clients and you need a website, we certainly know how to do. Now, I haven't really had a chance to go through all of the latest and greatest sites that we've got here today. They have come a long way since. Today we are putting together e-commerce websites, I said, in hours, not months. Websites that can be put together that are slick, professional, integrated into drop shipping, print-on-demand systems that are direct, allow the clients or the people who are behind it to make all the changes they need to instantly. These are the types of sites that we want to help people build. They're affordable, they're simple, and I'm happy to help anyone today who needs to get their product or service online. We are not just web guys, we're super web guys. We're here to help you. Please log on to our website, superwebguys.com. Please share it. It is literally brand new today, and it only took us a couple of days to build that site. That's the type of stuff we do. I look forward to helping you all as time goes on. Thank you.